1 2 1 2.
It's quiet. What's your gun?
Oh yeah.
Team in Chicago.
Yeah.
You on YouTube or TikTok?
I'm 30 seconds in.
I'm on YouTube. You ain't fucking with TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok would just give me too many issues. So.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Get on there with your shirt off, Phil.
It should be good. Can you all hear in the comment board? Somebody says,
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone of Branch here in Chicago, and first and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and glory
To Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. 144,000, and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathen that look like those heathens. This is not a black thing. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you we say shalom. And we're gonna open up with actually gonna play this video. It's about 3 minutes long, and then we just gonna bombard with the scriptures, and then let the Spirit take it wherever it's gonna take it. But this is from Fox News. Trump and the name of the video is Trump reacts to Biden's transgender day visibility falling on Easter. So you double wickedness, all right? Because we're gonna get into that Easter thing too. All right. So without any further ado.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and good morning to you. If you are just now tuning in, I'm Jean Francine, waking up with you here bright and early on this Easter Sunday, taking you out to Washington, D.C., giving you a live look out at the White House now at 8:41 on the East Coast. And we are following some breaking news as it relates to President Biden. According to our content partners over at the Associated Press, President Joe Biden is facing criticism this morning from Donald Trump's campaign and religious conservatives for proclaiming March 31st, which corresponds with Easter Sunday this year, as Transgender Day of Visibility. The Democratic president issuing the proclamation Friday, calling on all Americans to join us in lifting up the lives and voices of transgender people throughout our nation and to work toward eliminating violence and discrimination based on gender identity. Again, that quote coming from the Biden White House as we work to give you all of these events here on Live Now from Fox. I actually want to show you a White House proclamation as it relates to this. There it is on your screen, showing you what I just read off. We do know, though, back in 2024, as it relates to this year, the March 31st designation overlaps with Easter today, one of Christianity's holiest celebrations. Trump's campaign accusing Biden, a Roman Catholic, of being insensitive to religion, and fellow Republicans piled on. They say, quote, "We call on Joe Biden's failing campaign House to issue an apology to the millions of Catholics and Christians across America who believe tomorrow is one for celebration only, the resurrection of Jesus Christ." That quote coming from the lady there on your screen. As we know, the Trump campaign's press secretary, that's who she is. She assailed what she called the Biden administration's years-long assault on the Christian faith. Now, she wasn't the only person to speak up. House Speaker Mike Johnson also saying on social media that, quote, "The Biden White House has betrayed the central tenet of Easter," and called the decision, quote, "outrageous and ridiculous." Now, actually, White House spokesperson Andrew Bates said the Republicans criticizing Biden are seeking to divide and weaken our country with cruel, hateful, and dishonest rhetoric, a tactic he says is being used amid this election season. But as we continue to follow breaking news and top stories on this Easter Sunday, sharing this with you as there is some controversy this Easter Sunday this morning. As we know, Biden has declared Transgender Day of Visibility set for March 31st, which this year falls on Easter Sunday. I'm Jean Francine, the time now 8:43 on the East Coast. Let's go ahead and go to our final 2-minute commercial break of the hour. And when we come back, we'll be heading out to Vatican City, getting the very latest this Easter Sunday as the Pope held Mass out in that area. More details when we come back in just 2 quick minutes.
Okay, so
the fun thing with
three minutes of madness. All right. So, real quick, can we get
I got it.
Psalms 96 They prescribed mischief by law.
94.
And
94, Bob Kashar.
Right in
94.
this, Romans 1:26. But this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. But even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Actually, we're gonna read a lot of that.
Okay.
I got that.
Read that Psalms first, Bob.
This Psalms chapter 94, verse 20. It says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame of mischief by a law?"
Right. So these people, even though a proclamation isn't the law, all right, it's not, it's not part of the Constitution. That's why they do things like this, where they have amendments and proclamations and executive orders, to try to get around
The law.
to actually try to get around the law of the land, which is actually illegal according to the law of the land, which supposedly is supposed to govern this place. What you got, Bob?
This is Isaiah 5:20. Warn to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
And that's exactly what they do. Bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. Up is down and down is up with these people. What you got, brother?
Oh yeah, because woe means destruction, man. So
That's absolutely.
just by doing these things, the Lord's got destruction coming your way.
That's it. That's built. That, like you said, war is built in with the destruction for it. So
Yeah. And then then this is just a hijack for all the crimes that's been done against the Israelites, especially Judah. All right, who's still suffering all sort of discrimination, on the job, in the job market, from law enforcement, from in every manner of way, they get mistreated, and these people, this alphabet gang somehow is hijacked, Judah's suffering to make it their own. All right, well, what you got, brother?
This Amos 5:21. I hate and I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assembly.
That's
Though ye offer me a burnt offering and meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the offerings of your fat beasts, this is a wicked offering right here, because they pushing these wicked lies and this so-called Easter Sunday. Then you got the Val of Festus right along with it. That's a wicked offering what they pushing to the people and trying to get them to accept it. And hey, the Lord don't like that. Basically, like, man, I hate this. Like, what are you doing?
they adding sin to
Going
sin.
back to Tammuz. The pagan god Tammuz was going to the fertility god, man. That's why you got eggs.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go into that Easter thing. Let's get on this first, though.
They
want to jump ahead, brother.
They adding sin to sin. Go ahead,
son.
son.
This is Isaiah 29:16, and it reads, "Surely your turning of things," and this was put up by Gabar Adama, right? And it says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the pot is clay, but shall the work say of him that made it, that made it? Hold on. That he made me not, or shall the thing framed of him say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?" So these people, they just want to completely and totally disregard the Lord in every way, manner whatsoever, man.
That's right.
Worship the thing created instead of he who created it, basically. All right.
I can go get more read out the phone.
Go ahead, brother.
Romans 1:18. For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of God is manifest in them. For the Most High have showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. In their heart is their minds, their mind was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
Hey, I just want to, like the Elder Malcolm just said, everything they could do against the Lord, they do it. And that's professing themselves to be wise, because Esau has a God complex. Everything that the Lord, and that's why when you go in the Wisdom of Solomon, it says what? Clean contrary.
Yeah.
The Lord said Adam and Eve, Adam and Steve.
Well, you know Esau.
Back in the elders.
Yeah. No, you said because Esau knows he's a fucking reject, so he does everything out of spite, man.
Yeah. The scriptures, even in they false images, which have been, debunked, all these pale images. But even in their pale images, they have beards on their face. But what do all professionals in America do? Edomites, they like yesterday, the dude walked by the camp. A small hatter. He's about 85 years old with a bald face.
Chin freezing.
All right. Yeah, it's cold as hell. His chin was cold as hell, man. All right. Yeah, this dude had to be about a good 80, 85 years old, man. Why is your face bald? He got a head full of white hair and a bald face. All right.
Right. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. He says, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts.
And you know what? And part of that lust is man on man, woman on woman, man.
That's right.
Just like the Jeremiah said, man, the Lord made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, man. But see, this is what happens when you don't serve the Heavenly Father, and the Bible's supposed to be the law of the land, and you want to do what you want to do, but the Most High give you over to that lust, man.
Yeah.
And that was a proclamation there too.
And that's a vile affection. Yeah. And that shows you that the Lord actually has hate for you, and that's the last thing you have to give to put the spirit on you as a man to want another man's booty.
Yeah.
That's
fucked up.
That's the lowest of the low, man. That's in my eyes, that's a fate worse than death. It'd be better to just die than to.
That's spirit. That demon.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. No, say it again, brother.
Death is better than a life of continual sickness.
Yeah.
So, like Elton was saying, that's literally a sickness in your head.
Yeah, well, that's what you say. You have to be sound and sound of mind. You're not. That's that putrefying source, man. You're not sound. You're dirty. You're unclean before the Lord. And show you the wickedness of Esau. He said in 1983 in his proclamation that this is the year of the Bible, but now you got a proclamation in 2024 that goes against the Bible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's showing you that the hypocrisy of America, man.
They make you swear on it in the law.
Yeah, I think that was Proclamation 5018.
Right, it was just was on.
I think it was Proclamation 5018.
Yeah.
Right, so you got I don't know what number this one is, all right, but it's bullshit.
Yeah.
This is back to
so if it was 5018, that means they were on 50,000 and 18 at that time.
5,000.
Salakia, 5,018 at the time. So wow, yeah. So yeah, the numbers must really be high right
Well,
now.
I'm about to find out now.
Go ahead, bring out what you got, brother. Why you saying that?
And I still got to finish that scripture.
Somebody asked?
No, go ahead.
This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. That's the plague of the heart. You a guy and you attracted to other guys. You're a woman attracted to other women.
Right.
That's a plague of the heart. Like you said, sickness.
Got your mind fucked up.
Yeah.
A man that's attracted. A man that's attracted to children.
Yeah.
I was just thinking. That's sick, man.
That's concluded in that
Proclamation.
alphabet thing right
See,
there.
because it all goes. That's why.
I see they put the P.
Yeah.
But what's the I?
Oh my God. Infidelity. They pushing
because they trying to change the P to something else. They trying to get around that. Something. Yeah, that's what the I is. Yeah, that's probably what the I is.
This place gotta go, man.
All right, so yeah.
No, but you know what? By him pushing this thing, then any house shy got to come back soon, man. You can't continue. This place can't continue going all this wickedness, man.
They gotta go, man.
And now they got the FBI showing up at people's doors for what they post, what they click on, and what they listen to.
Yeah.
All right. The brother ICR did a video on it, and then I seen a couple other videos and articles on the subject matter, man. All right. So they're trying to we coming to the day and the time. You're right. We're coming into the day and the time where the famine of the word is near.
That's right.
So when we're like, hey, we'll bring it on, man, because We're tired of being in this place.
And you know what, Elder?
Tired,
We're
man.
about to get persecuted because we want to be straight.
Yeah, because we want to
That's
be right.
exactly what's going to happen.
Because you don't want to give up your Gucci.
Exactly.
I enjoy having my
You know?
penis, so I gotta die.
Exactly.
I gotta go to jail because I enjoy having a dick.
You like being a man. You like
Exactly.
being
Right.
masculine and you toxic.
Yeah.
Now, if you was around with your shirt tied up, wearing a pink scarf,
Kool-Aid on
every day will be celebrating. He's so brave. He's this and he's that. He's amazing.
You don't think he
Put him
fought
like
10
Joe.
niggas
And
with a butter knife?
that's the scriptures. Follow your seven great dignity. All right. So this foolishness of Esau Edom,
He's progressive.
right?
Exactly.
It's said as something special.
Innovative.
Anytime you hear that word progressive, wickedness is lurking nearby.
Yeah, no shit.
Real quick, can I get this? Hey, look, just going off what the elder saying and just a precept to what the elder Karab had brought out. This is Revelations 18 and 3. It says, "For all nations have drunk off the wine of the wrath of her fornication."
That's the spirit.
And this elder brother, he be bringing it out how in the Philippines that America said they wouldn't aid them unless they was down with the most shit. What was that? The Philippines?
Wow.
I think you the one who brought that out.
Say it over, son.
When they didn't want to give them no aid because they wasn't with the LGB.
Oh, that was for Africa.
Yeah.
That was Obama. He don't want to
Yeah. Oh, bitch. So there you go. This is how you know that this is Mystery Babylon the Great. I'm gonna start from 3 again. Revelations 18 and 3. "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her." And that's just going into what the elder brother was saying. "And the merchants of the earth," what's going on, brother?
You get that word fornication because it goes into
Nigga, you better get it. I'm finna read. "And the merchants of the earth are hey, look, it's wickedness. "And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies." And this is the point. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins and receive not of her plagues." And that goes into us getting into the cherries. But first, we can't follow the ways of Babylon. It says, "For her sins," going in with the elder Karab read, it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, Yahweh have remembered her iniquities." This is why you have shit that you couldn't fathom just 10, 20, 15 years ago. A man identifying as a 50 fucking 5-year-old man, identifying as a 9-year-old boy to have sex with a 6-year-old girl.
So
You niggas are gonna die. That's the hype. That's the hype.
that's sick. Now, who sent that meme? I forget what brother sent it. Somebody sent the meme of a dude, in the gi, throwing the hell out of like a 5-year-old. Saying I'm a man, identify as a 5-year-old, so I'm gonna compete in all the tournaments of 5-year-olds and win all the
They
gold
gonna be a
medals.
coral belt in 2 weeks.
Right.
Right.
You know, right, because he identifies as a 5-year-old. And then here's the thing about that all that madness is that this whole thing, what it really is about is depopulation.
Yes.
Because you got there's not enough babies, it's not enough children. All right, and so this is really to support depopulation without saying it. All right, but we're gonna say it.
That's right.
All right,
Genocide.
Yeah,
You know, and that because the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply," and there's enough water and enough food on the earth for everyone. If certain people just didn't own up 1 million acres of land and hoard it all to themselves.
Right.
All right.
And
I
that verse
had this that word back in elder, the fornication. It goes into pornea. It says illicit sexual intercourse, adultery, fornication, homosexuality, lesbianism, intercourse with animals, etc.
Right.
So everything is just lawful here. Just do as you ate. A
We
bitch
in
married a
Rome-
tree.
We in Rome all over.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
All right.
Bitch married a tree.
We in Greece and
Ties.
Rome all over again. Because that's how they got down there. That's what was going on in what was that place that the Lord melted with the volcano?
Pompeii.
Pompeii,
man.
right.
Exactly.
All right. Pompeii had all kind of freakism going on. And freakism against children, man.
Hey, if I may say, this is all part of signs of the times, man. And we at the end, because just like Murph read that in Revelation, it says their sins reached up into heaven, right?
Yeah, but you're wicked for saying that.
Well,
According to Esau.
exactly.
And the
because
same
we-
Salaki, the same hypocrite, make you swear in the court of law on the Bible and swear their presidency in on the Bible. That's all I want to say.
Yeah,
You know, that life.
we're abomination to them, and they're an abomination to us.
Right.
The good thing is that the Most High God we're on his side because all the things that's an abomination to us is the same thing that's an abomination to him, and we're reading about it. So we don't care what they think, because in the eyes of the Most High God, they are an abomination. Those that's of this world. And again, they have a bounds they cannot pass. So the thing is their sins and their wickedness and their weirdness is reaching up into the heavens, meaning they're reaching the bounds they cannot pass.
Right.
So you have to understand that we're just speaking about what the scriptures say and that we're reaching the height of their wickedness. So you better straighten up and fly right. But I want to read the scripture in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, and I'll start at verse 22.
Perfect.
So it says, moreover, this was not enough for them that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High God, but whereas they lived in a great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices or used secret ceremonies or made revelings of strange rites, they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled.
And guess what? That's orgies here, man.
And all manner.
Hey, look at Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Look how they broadcasting that. That's that. And that shit, that Bohemian Grove, all that. That's what's going down. But see how I said, yeah, they look how they got her marriage. Look, his marriage. He the bad guy and he a bitch. Because his girl can't commit adultery openly in front of the whole world. He should have did what Carlson did and got the white woman. Read, bro.
Yep, it says they kept neither their lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously or grieved him by adultery, so that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind.
That goes to that turning the things upside down. The Lord set up the male genitalia into the female genitalia. All right.
Yes.
It didn't make it for man on man and woman on woman. But that's contrary to nature. And when you do those things, it causes diseases. It causes all kind of plagues. It ultimately causes death and the lessening of life.
Matter of fact, Elder White, I believe in that same chapter, the Elder read, if he jumped to 12, I think it said that came from idol worship.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, let me finish. It says disorder in disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanliness, for the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evils.
So in America, it's all about everything you just read.
Yep.
And if you speak out against it, you're the problem.
Exactly.
In this place.
Yep.
All right, real quick, because you mentioned it, I'm just gonna read it. This is Job 14 and 4. Point is in 5. Who can bring an unclean thing out of an Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right. He's appointed a bounds that he cannot pass. But guess what? He's going to reach that bounds. And so that means evil is going to increase every single day. And they're going to decree unrighteous decrees. All right. And all this wickedness is going to just continuing to get worse and worse and worse.
Hey, that's like when the Lord was telling Abraham about the Amorites. He said, all right, we're going to go in slavery for 400 years. You're going to come back because the iniquity of the Amorites is not fulfilled. So they ain't reached the height of what he wanted to do to them. Because, the Lord going to be justified of what he do to you.
Right.
So Esau, he going to hit that height to where he going to deserve the judgment what the Lord is going to bring down to him. And he ain't reached it yet. But God damn it, when he hit that motherfucker, he gonna hit that ceiling hard than a bitch. It's gonna be noticeable when he hit. As soon as he hit that bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why the Lord said he do not stir and move them till they said measure be fulfilled.
But you can see that we're getting close.
I mean, more evidence of this proclamation, more evidence of the debauchery with the C to the hip, all right, where they're pushing that more and more. They already got the military people. They're already doing it to the military people. We have some video put up the other day. All right, and
on the man's wife. But if you really watch that video, the man said, "No, we're not."
Right.
When he said, "We're gonna put it in our, we have to wait until she's 3," and he was like, "No, we're not."
That's right.
So yeah,
so a lot of rifts.
That's gonna be a problem. He didn't want to do it right there on the camera. He knew it was being recorded, so he had the wisdom to make
And you know what?
Then he'd have been called a toxic male.
Right.
You know what else about? And they've been pushing this April 8th. This eclipse thing is going on.
Yeah.
They finna do some shit, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
brother.
Absolutely. Cause they push that shit. They selling motherfucking glasses, 3 glasses, all the time.
Yeah, well, they move troops. They've never deployed troops
Right.
for eclipse before, ever. So they actually deployed troops, and then the troops, and then those bridges went down, and those bridges are major thoroughfares, thoroughways, cutting off and blocking shit. And that's also going to cause a diesel fuel shortage.
And that's
right. Because I watched a video with a guy. We going to the other topics now, but I watched and somebody can pull up some on that Ishtar if the thing cools down. But I watched a video where the guy was talking to the guy at the gas station and talked to the truck driver and said, "Are you preparing for the shortage?" And he's like, "What you talking about?" He said, "Yeah, and this was talk going inside in communication." And the guy told him, "Well, you know that there's going to be a fuel shortage again. So if and that happens, they said they're expecting fuel prices for diesel fuel to be $10 to $15 a gallon, which these independent drivers and a lot of companies are once again they already jacked up and low on loads. My stepson drives a truck, and business ain't been too well, So it's been rough as of late. So that's just going to get worse and worse." And I told him, and now he sees it, because when he came up, when he said that's what he wanted to do, this was, probably about, going back about 4 years ago.
You saw coming in and try to tell him.
I said, well, that's going to be a short-lived thing. I said, you got to do what you got to do until that time, but don't expect, that you're going to ride off.
Have a longevity on it, huh?
In this truck,
Right. I got a scripture. This is Isaiah 14:9, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. So all this stuff that they done pushed here, the whole world is starting to turn on it, see it, be like, and us even speaking on it is bringing it to the forefront. So now the world is like,
the world is questioning a lot of things.
Exactly.
Right, and they really and the small headers are being questioned, and they don't like it. So that those stop, and then especially with those icons being exposed, that's caused a rift throughout all Christianity and Judaism. There's all kind of videos going up, referring to them as being false and fake. And then why was this history omitted? Well, guess what? The Hebrew Israelites have been saying this on the YouTube for 17 years now. 16 years now.
That's so cool, man.
So now, So and
they pissed him off.
Yeah,
he said,
but here's the crazy thing. Before he even spoke on it, he had already did like 3 or 4 videos where they were in the background. Right. So and then I tell these people, look, man, the ones you saw, the Russian icons. There are other icons that outdate those. The early ones in different parts of Europe or Eurasia, all right? There's different parts. There's other ones in other countries in Eurasia that are older than the ones you saw in Russia.
And he said there was 50,000 on display. We only saw a couple of hundred. So we didn't even see. We didn't see the 50,000. They got them in different museums. They got different places in the
they're in Britain, they're in France, they're in Scotland, they're in Ireland, and the catacombs of Rome are full of images of swarthy people, of melanated people in the catacombs. You can't, I always tell you, man, the word black, they replace swarthy with black. All right, because somebody get the definition of black real quick.
And now they trying to say now the spell they trying to do, the new speech is that Swati made the color of Esau, so-called whitey man.
How in the hell? I got about 90 books but swarthy is referring to people that's melanated.
See, that's fine.
I got definitions. So what dumbass is saying that? They trying to read.
Esau is going down, and
Wow, so he look. You can't do new speak in 2024.
Hey,
you can't change the definition. You know.
Hey, that
Shotty went on
a bit of voice.
reconnaissance and went to all them goddamn. A lot of them.
I got an image that he have in my phone right now of King James, and they showing him on the wall as a white man. Then they got a coin up under him, and on the coin up under him is a coin of a nigga.
But
I got big wide nose and thick lips, but then you looking at this little pointy nose pale guy, but you looking at the actual, but you actually looking at the coin that was mentioned in this.
In that day.
When I'm like, you really, you gonna put this right under it?
Now this is King David. King James' father. His name was Henry Lord Darnley, and that's Henry Lord Darnley. Don't he look like my sister's son?
Wow.
That look like my sister's son. Right?
I can
That's
see
why
that.
I took the picture right there. But this is
Hey, you
his
ain't got
father.
anything.
All right, this is the father of King James. So
Is that the coin that say Jacobus at the bottom?
no, this is.
No, I'm gonna show you the coin that I'm talking about. He's showing you an image of King James' father.
All right.
I can read the scripture right now.
I'm trying to wear that shit outside tonight.
I'm gonna read the scripture right now saying that it's Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world language and fadeth away. The haughty people of the
That's the
earth
image
do
right
language. The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Right.
And that's what they did. They changed everything, even with the images and everything, destroying everything, trying to put what they want you to believe. But they don't want you to believe it's true. And these people are proud. Haughty going to proud people. That Esau is the most proudest person on the planet, and he want to really eliminate us. So he gonna do anything in his power to eliminate the truth. So that's why
I'm Salaki, bro.
That's why he's pushing that swarthy means this now. Yeah. Because he don't want the truth to come out. He want to eliminate.
And that's why you gotta go. That's why you gotta go to different web browsers. Like even the fact. Yeah, right. Because DuckDuckGo, because even you couldn't find at one point in time you can get on Google and just Google first slaves from Portugal, Spain. You can't find it like that no more.
No,
the algorithm. They changed the algorithm on it.
DuckDuckGo pop right up. It hard right up. Damn. And they go into the Moors, how they was the first slaves, how they was coming down in power.
They removed all that because of us, brother.
Right?
Right.
We used to be able to search all sorts of
things. It used to pop right up.
We used to be able to search things on Saturnalia. On Saturnalia, they used to have the breakdown of the flesh color. We read and showed you that, right? All that. They removed a lot of things off the internet.
They changed the algorithm
They
too.
trying to do a new speak is melanated. Oh, so-called Caucasian guy, he's melanin. They got a little bit melanin, so they melanin. I said, no, Esau, because you look at the word melanie in, I think it's a Greek or Latin word, it means black, means dark brown. He's not talking about the pale people today, man. These Edomites, man. Like Esau, he's a fucking loser, man. He just grabbing straight.
Hey, God,
he say reach.
Can I read this real quick? This is the conversation I had with the Snapchat AI. I'm gonna just hit the points of that's relevant. So I said, why were Germans? This was a long conversation. All right, why were Germans called swarthy by Benjamin Franklin? I said Franklin.
Well, hold on. It wasn't just what the Germans. They called the Swedes and
yeah. So he says, AI. Franklin comments were derogatory about the Germans. He says he described the Germans as swarthy in 1753. It's not clear why he used the term to describe Germans, but it's possible that he was referring to their skin tone or complexion, which he may have seen as being darker than that of other Europeans. Then he says it is also possible that he was using the term more generally to describe Germans as being unattractive or uncivilized. Regardless of the specific meal, so he's tried to make it sound like
basically tried to connect swarthy and replace it with black now.
Well,
in the reverse sense.
Right, to say it means unattractive,
Right.
Uncivilized, not about
Swarthy is
complexion.
Not about the
that's why
complexion,
they
right.
and that's why they took the word swarthy and removed it and replaced it with black, because black means exactly what you said: dumb, ugly, attractive, bad, wicked, whatever. But swarthy is specifically speaking about complexion.
So I said he referenced skin complexions. He literally said complexion in the letter, and not just Germans. That's what I responded to him. So yeah, he says you're correct. Benjamin Franklin used the term complexion.
Oh shit, you got me.
Right. In his letter to describe Germans and other European groups. However, it is important to remember that skin color and ethnicity are not the same thing. And then he goes to say he was being prejudiced about it. I say, why are you hiding that? So I'm not hiding anything from you. I'm simply trying to provide accurate, unbiased information. This is important to approach race and ethnicity with an open mind and willingness to learn.
Oh, shit.
I said, you said you aren't sure he was talking about complexion, then said he did mention it was complexion. You changed your stance. AI responds, I apologize for any confusion. You are correct. Benjamin Franklin used the term complexion in his letter to describe Germans and other European groups. I did not intend to change my stance on this issue, but rather provide additional context. No, you said it could have been something else.
That's the AI.
AI was programmed by Esau.
Right.
So that's it.
So you're gonna push the narrative.
Look, AI has not been honest since those MIT students released it back in about 2013 or 14, and the AI came back saying that the problem on the earth was white people, and referred to them as Edomites, and then they scrubbed that. They scrubbed that, you know, and they scrubbed that shit off the internet.
Right.
All right, and you haven't seen it since. You can't. Yeah, you cannot Google that and find it. But yeah, there was a couple AI students that took some AI and they released it on the internet to let it learn by itself. And this was around 2013 or 14. And yeah, and they let it learn for 3 days. And in 3 days it came back, and basically it went to the websites and to everything. Right. And the AI came back and said that if you get rid of white people, the earth would be better. The earth would fix itself, or something to that effect.
Hey.
And they shut that program down, and you can't find any evidence that it ever. I sound like I'm talking about Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Hey.
He don't exist.
Hey.
Read it out, brother.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared." And that's what's going on today, man. Starting off with the prophets, all right, of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's why in this Matthew 24 and 14, it says, "And this gospel of the kingdom, the truth, shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." Wow. See, and this is what's going on right now. The truth of the gospel of the kingdom is being preached. And the Lord said, whoever is preaching this truth, you're going to be hated of all men for the truth's sake.
Exactly.
Right. You see, for Yahushua's sake. This is what's going on.
Matter of fact, brother, the brother Ayash Shah Barazal, he just said that Russian icon book just jumped up to 1,600. It's between $1,600 to $1,800. So how is the truth you talking about?
That's it.
I don't think I'm higher than that.
That's it. Yep.
So it just jumped up to that price.
Con, I don't want to say this. So we keep mentioning these icons. All these heathens know who the fuck we are, man.
That's right.
You know, they get mad at America. They start to do subliminal shit, but don't actually say everything, man. That got nothing to do with because they care about us.
Right.
That's just them being mad. That just shows the division.
Right.
It really just shows the Lord's going to destroy these people.
Because if Putin really cared about us, because he's mentioned before years ago how you can't tell me how to govern my people. Look how you treat the black people.
Right.
Well, he could have said it right then and there. You know those are the Lord's people. You know those are the Israelites.
I think Ahmadinejad had mentioned that we did the Lord's people.
Yeah, well he did, but I'm saying Putin.
But I mean, I'm saying even then he didn't say much. They get mad at America I'm agreeing with you. They get mad at America, but don't really stand up for us. So you got the Lord
guy
jewels
Syria,
or some shit like that.
Yeah, the president of Syria said it not that long ago.
Right.
Philippines too.
Yeah, you know. So it's been lots of world leaders since the time of 1951. What was his name? Abdul Ghaffar Nasser. There's been lots of world leaders who've actually came out and said, "Hey, these are the Lord's chosen people."
Why y'all always stand up for us?
And as the Saint is 100% on point and game title, but also here it is, it's the Lord, you know, that's putting it in their spirits to reveal these things and to say these things and to show these things. This is Proverbs 21:1. It says the king's heart, which the Hebrew word for heart is lav, which means your mind. So the king's heart, the king's mind, is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see, so this is the Lord's program, man. All right. And he's putting it in their minds to say the things that they say and to reveal, you know, certain truths that's backing up what the prophets are saying about the truth, about the Bible.
Even turning on their own. Even turning on their own process.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 10:23. Oh Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. The Lord directs every man's steps.
That's it. And so they can't do nothing but what the Lord have them to do. And at the end of it all, it says that truth, all right, is going to be declared. Evil and deceit is going to be quenched. You see? And here it is. These, again, are all parts of the signs of the times, man.
And the Lord don't give a fuck if you devils don't like the truth. The truth is going to be declared.
That's it.
Whether you devils like it or not, man.
That's right.
I got one for you. Who's you done, Yaxon?
Oh, yeah.
This Habakkuk 2 and 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh, as the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. So that's what Esau has done to the world, man. He made the world drunk with his philosophy. What does it say? The nation drunk of his wine, and they're mad. There you go.
There it is.
So that word, when you go into the Hebrew word, one of the definitions for mad means foolish.
Yeah.
Because it's foolish for you to think that you could be with a man. If you drink that wine, bro, for a woman to want a woman and a man to want a man, you become foolish. You just became dumb.
That's what my grandma said. They be bumping coochies. That's crazy. That's some weird shit. It don't make sense.
Ain't no proof.
That's what I finally understood what Scissoring was talking about. But here it says Washington president's orders to move holy icon. All right. Putin orders transfer of Trinity Moscow Cathedral. So basically, what Putin is doing is having all the whitewashed icons removed and having the real ones put up.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Turning. So
sedition.
As a matter of fact, I'm just play this short video real quick, brothers. It's only a minute and 43 seconds long, and I really hate these people right here, but you know they do be going in sometimes. They just got that off-ass doctrine that they on that black only thing, you know. Black.
We not black, man. We different shades of brown, man. Get it right. Man.
I thought about that.
Those are
Affleck. You stupid.
Black niggers.
Nigger.
Yeah, nigger.
Hold on.
A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your saint. A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your saint. A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your saint.
You wonder what's going on is Putin opening up one of the relics. Showing you.
Hey, it's like that old thing on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Can we put it up on the 15th, Ryan?
I can put it on here.
Where's that? Basically, they're just singing in the church before the relics now. And all the Russians and the president is standing there. And they're having their church service in front of the black icons.
What's your thoughts? Please be respectful with your comments. Also, please click the like, click the notification bell, and subscribe to this
And what
channel.
you saying, Pop?
I was saying they was opening it up. It reminds me of that Saturday Night Live with Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah.
When he went into the tomb and whatnot, they opened it up.
Oh, Jack!
They locked his ass in there.
And they had the elixir in there.
Yeah. So he can live forever.
Right.
But he gonna die not die having that knowledge.
Right.
Hold on, calm it down.
So like-
Hold on. I can send it to you.
You can send it to me. Yeah, that's why I'm happy right now. The Lord is exposing all the wickedness across the planet, man. He's showing the spewing of Esau, the shameful spewing, is he's regurgitating everything. I'm talking from the vile.
Yeah, this is a powerful video.
To you know the one food logo and the X. You eat this stuff out of your own stuff. You got up and say, out of the advice of my counsel, I refuse to say I won't eat my own shit. If you know your shit ain't poison, you'll eat your own food. Esau is destroyed. America's destroyed. The Babylon is destroyed from the rooter to the tutor. I'm about to pull up the stuff right now.
No, it's not that. It's just his influence.
But okay, well, somebody don't put the camera on there until I'm ready. So like it. I'm trying to get it ready and I'm pulling it up. So until it's ready, you shouldn't have the camera on.
It was too bright to see what it was.
No, daddy.
Well, no, if they want to send the brother some money, man.
Right.
Oh shit. So like
Send that brother some money, man.
All right, so there's some fucking bread.
no man some money.
Highlights.
Give me your oatmeal money.
For example. But yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Like you said, man, that reminded me of that damn skit or whatnot. Putin opening up the damn icon.
He trying to get some mercy. He like, hey, remember me?
Hey.
That little noise sound ain't right.
What's your thoughts? Please be
Pause it. No, you gotta understand, brothers.
No.
You know, brothers are cracking jokes, but that is extremely powerful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is extremely powerful. To see Edomites reverencing images of even though you're not supposed to make any image of anything in heaven, they're still committing idolatry. But the fact is that they're reverencing the actual, thought in their head that the Lord is a so-called black man. And so that's something that I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. And I just witnessed it on this video. Bring it back a little bit.
Russian on top of that. They some of the hard.
I mean, so like the Pope, all the popes, they've been worshiping the black image for the longest.
Thank you.
Yeah, but not out in public.
Well, I wouldn't know it. It was public enough. The point is, these motherfuckers gonna die for this shit. That's the point I want to make. Cause y'all hid this shit.
Right, yeah.
All right. And y'all was cool and came together with Esau to hide us. Y'all Psalm 83'd us. This not gonna help you out, Putin.
Right.
All right. This ain't gonna get you no fucking favor. And you still ain't saying who we are. All these subliminals don't do shit. Now it's good information that's coming out because now the images are shown, the world see it.
All right, these niggas ain't got no excuse to still think you a
backing
nigga.
up what we've been saying all
along. Yeah, now you niggas ain't got no excuse. Here goes some, you niggas like pictures, right? Here you go. Here's some more proof.
Where your relics? Where your pictures?
Here you go.
And I'm
Where your papers?
Like Yak always say, this shows the signs of the times, though. It's like things happen, right?
At certain
the
times.
timing of things, though.
Yeah.
Right. Why is it happening now? Right, the April 8th eclipse, bro. They finna do this
It's
shit.
happening now because it's time to go down.
It's
It's time to go down. That's the whole point. All your niggas are about to go down.
Yes.
All this is proving that Psalms 83 is true. I gotta read the Psalms 2 real quick. It's Psalms 2 and 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together. That's why we done been at Crispy Crunchy. We done been at the gas stations.
Come on, man.
We done talked to the Ishmael.
They know who we are.
And they know who we are.
Exactly.
But they don't say nothing.
This is
But
years
when you
ago.
mention, go ahead, brother.
I said this is years ago.
That's it. This was years ago. Con. God damn.
There's 1,000 videos with heathens, and with heathens saying we are on YouTube, but like Benji saying, they're not saying it on the regular media, on the regular platforms.
They're not telling us.
They're not speaking up for
They
us.
still these same niggas, these same Ishmaelites, Elamites we done talked to. Only reason they came out they knew who we were because we already knew.
Yeah.
And we was telling them about it. Like, yeah, we know. They'll say, yeah, you Isaac. They Ishmael. They'll say, we Isaac. Talking about us, we Isaac. And they'll call themselves Ishmael.
Right.
They know these things already.
And the nigga behind you, they gonna sell him some pork.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Talk shit to
Just
him.
as he don't know.
Exactly, man. All right?
And fuck your bitch, too.
Yeah. For 50 cent juice. She come get unlimited juices for the little snotty nose niggas.
Cigarettes for the bastard. I ain't gonna lie, for the record, I hate Ishmael, bro. I seen that with my own eyes.
We all seen that one.
Bitches for fucking squares.
That's what they need to do. I ain't gonna fuck them.
So this is what's been going on. They take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. All the heathens came together to say, fuck you niggas, Latinos and Americans. All right? Y'all all hired the Mexicans, put them in the kitchen, underpaid them. Y'all all hit who we were, man.
Yep.
All right? He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. So like Shikari was quoting the elder Yakia, it's all about the timing. This exposure is happening because the Lord is coming out to vex you.
That's right.
All right, he's coming that sore displeasure. All right, that's in the back. If I would have read up a verse, it says, "Is it not of the Lord of hosts to work in this fire, man? The Lord put us here. All right, the Lord allows you to take over us and do your thing, man. But now the Lord is raising us up.
That's right.
Yeah, have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion? Here we go, man. The time of this thing is you're over with.
Man,
And look at that, man. You're right. It is over with. When you got a room full of Edomites and an Edomite president of one of the most powerful countries in the world worshiping niggas. It's over.
And you know what's crazy?
It's fucking over, man.
This is what Elder Malcolm has said. He said this is now to the public. Because this church has been active this whole time.
Right.
This ain't a new church.
Right.
These images, these icons, how many times we was on stage? Go ahead, Rolla. You got it? How many times we was on stage Van Buren and we just spoke before this Elder Malcolm and the Europeans said, yeah, they taught us this over there.
Yeah.
Or we seen this in the museum or this church or because they know this, but now it's coming to the public.
I think she was from France. There was an older woman came that said she was from France, and she told us how she learned this when she was in like 4th grade.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She said, yeah, I learned when she read the 12 tribe sign, and she's including the natives and the Hispanics. She said, I learned this in 4th grade in France.
My great grandma been telling me this since I was a little child, and she's from Ireland, and we used to roast her for the Catholicism because she always bullshit all around our house. And our first cough, and she was the nigga woman, but our first cough would be, well, all the first popes was black. You supposed to believe it. She was going off, but she was telling the truth. But my grandma, she from Ireland, man, and she been telling me this my whole life.
Yeah. So yeah, this is very. I'm still wooed. I'm tripping right now. That's why I wanted to just stay there.
But this is important. Remember I was telling 2 weeks ago with my uncle? I ended up hitting him up and we was talking. He started talking about the Israelites and all this. This is one of the things he mentioned. Say, nephew, did you? He's so animated.
He's excited.
Say, nephew, did you see how Putin brought up the black icons?
Mm-hmm.
Which,
And it's funny you would bring that up because I had that conversation with my older cousin today.
Damn.
We had a very spiritual conversation because he came to the conclusion that I was right all along, and I believe you were right.
That's the part that made me mad.
Message.
You know, so I had a really long. We talked about an hour, man, talking to my cousin. You know, and I was happy the fact that he got it.
It makes me mad
and how he got jacked up. Well, but the Lord did shit to him, fucked him up, and then he's like, you know, I believe. He said he was basically he was like, I was wrong and you was right, cuz. So I mean, how can I get, you know? What's up?
Testimony like that give me charge because they just gave me an extra boost. I just felt it right now. That we got the truth, man. Absolutely. And hold on to what we got, man.
That's right.
You know, and Murph got that page called Teach What Was Taught.
Yeah.
You know, so we were taught the truth. We were blessed. We were blessed, man, because hey, we could have fucked up and been in IUIC or ISUBK being the that's right, bro.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Shakari, what scriptures you quote like 2 minutes ago? Then you quoted a scripture in the gospel shit.
I can't remember. I got something real quick. If I may, real quick, Evan.
Okay.
You said something. You said blessed, right?
Go ahead, brother.
This Jehovah Shai said this. This is Matthew 13:16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. It said, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, they have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, they have not heard them. And we starting to see it, man.
Men who have done this work in the past, men that you know, our predecessors, they long to have seen. Think about all the men that you know, that you know, Elder Nate and well, you know, Elder Nate kind of got to see a little bit of something though. But I'm speaking of the men that were back before that, you know, back with our apostles and elders, the ones who all went to the spirit world. They were all older men back then, you know, and then you know, they the desire to see this, man, and we're actually getting to see the Lord. Get Jeremiah 30:16 real quick.
That's like
and Kanaslu been over there patiently. Keep holding this up. Go ahead, brother. Bring out your scripture.
This is Mark chapter 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. And that's the thing, man. Like, they showing this stuff, man. And the thing is, it's Esau against Esau, man. Yep. And we just seen them being divided like a tavern-style pizza, man.
Hey, Kanasa, just without going to what you want to make a quick point, just going into the division. I was just watching the Edomite because I be following this nigga Charlie Kirk. But I was just watching the Edomite. They asked him, a woman said, who you think should have the right to vote? He said, not women. These dudes is like 23, 24. He said, white Christian males. He said the only people that should have a right to vote, and I went in on the calls, but go ahead, just back it up. See, some Edomites think like that. Yep. Some Edomites do this.
So what they got to say now? What a white Christian male got to say now?
There you go.
Now that could, because these are your true Christians on the wall. That's right. Those relics predate your Renaissance lies.
Yeah.
Right. That's the problem.
It does just Russia, the whole country, the whole Europe, country of Europe, man.
Yeah.
And these relics is being spreaded all over the internet now. Like, a lot of people, even got nigga bitches reposting this shit all.
Man, fuck the black one.
You know, fuck them. But the point is, it's being shown to the whole world that everybody know who the fuck we are.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's the point. So that they know we the Israelites. We the people of the Bible and nobody else, man.
Right.
That's the point.
That's right. Hey, the Lord said that this gospel will be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and then shall the end come. That's right. But this is Jeremiah 30:16.
All of them saying the same shit.
It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be spoiled, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
So just like, you know, Elder St. Benji said, man, You know, that's not gonna, you know, Putin sent him back there all looking all gangster shit in the church. But that's this, you know, like we gonna big up him and show him a little mercy. No, he going straight to the field. Because he more than likely is gonna be one of the Edomites who survived this when that time.
Oh shit!
So he's gonna be and his cabinet, you know, and his important people and all the rich people over there in Russia. They get to go into the bunkers and stuff. They're gonna be the first fruits of slavery when we come down off the chariots. What they fraudulently and falsely call UFOs and UAPs.
Yeah.
All right. When we come down off of them, all right. When New Jerusalem comes down, all right. We're gonna go into them holes in the ground where they hide. Somebody can get that, all right. And we're gonna put them right in them feathers of irons, man. Right, Jacob the jeweler too. You gonna get some chains of your own.
I gotta get he got it. You know what else is raw about this? What prophecy this is hard on? Ezekiel the 38th chapter.
Bring it out, brother.
Because at some point, because I was thinking like they still ain't did it, but at some point it says they're gonna. I'm gonna read Ezekiel 38:10. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest. That dwell. Hold on, Salaki. It's twofold. Hold on. I will go to them that are at rest that dwell safely. Keep that in mind. All of them that dwell safely, right? All of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. To take the spoil and take a prey to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited. We're talking about our land. And upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. So now I'm going to jump down. Verse 14. Therefore, son of man, prophesy saying to God, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, in that day when my people Israel dwelleth safely, thou shalt know it. So they over there in our land, they safe right now. They surrounded by all their enemies and still not getting fucked with. But the Lord said, when my people really dwell safely, you're going to know it. And thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company and a mighty army. And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as the clouds shall cover the land. So at some point, something's going to spark in them. All right, they're going to go up against those Israelis, man. All right, the Valley of Jehoshaphat is happening well, man.
Yeah.
The so-called Middle East.
Those guys they caught.
Oh, Saudi Arabia.
Well, those guys that they caught that did that, that killed all the people in Russia was Messiah. So yes, you think if anyone that thinks that Putin just gonna let that ride,
yo, they don't know Putin.
Let that ride.
Yeah. And I will bring thee against my land. What's the Lord's land? That the heathen may know what I shall be sanctified in thee, O God, before their eyes. So it's still going to be your destruction, Putin.
God.
But it's going to finally click in your head. Man, look at these images. These Israelis over here, they fucking us up. Fuck it, let's go over there.
Exactly. And now if they did that hit in Russia, and then they have the nerve to try to blame it on Syria and Iraq, when Syria and Iraq are rolling with the Russians.
Right.
It made absolutely no. They tried to call ISIS the Islamic Islamic Syria Iraq something. Yeah. They tried to change it from, instead of the Israeli secret intelligence service, they tried to call it the Iraq and Syria Islamic something. They tried to, I was like, you a guy? I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. And so what we might have witnessed is that the least of the flock have drawn them out. Yeah. Because there's going to be a retaliation for that, man.
And it shall come to pass at that same time when God shall come against the land of Israel. So there's going to be invading in America too, but they're going to go. The Valley of Jehoshaphat is in the so-called Middle East. And a big, when you look at the map of Syria when it was in power, our land is a part of that.
Yeah.
All right.
They call it the Golan Heights. The Golan Heights actually sits in Syria, and that was a part of Israel. Go ahead, brother. Is it more than that?
Yeah, it's more.
16 to 18. Y'all know if you knew that.
Oh no, I didn't, but it's cool.
Okay.
Damn, yeah, I'm gonna read 17. I skipped it. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servants, the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years that I would bring thee against them. And it shall come to pass at the same time when God shall come against the land of Israel, said the Lord Yahweh,
that my fury shall come up in my face. From my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there should be a great shaking in the land of Israel. So it's talking about the land, man. All right. So it's something the Lord, Lord wrong. This all is playing out to the Lord's plan of Zephaniah 3 and 8.
That's right.
Yeah, because they're looking at these icons, and they're worshiping these things, and this really has nothing to do with Christianity. Remember, the first Christians were niggers.
They call them,
And they are.
That's what they were called
And they are.
in the book of Acts.
Yeah.
All right, not Niger,
Niggers.
or not Niger. The word is literally
Pronounced nigger.
All right, because the word nigger basically just means swarthy.
Yeah.
You know, it had nothing to do with the negative connotation that's on it now.
Right.
On it. All right, it was no different from saying a moreno, a negro. You know, it was no different. All right, it became this negative thing here in America.
Right.
All right, but that's how they're described in the Bible. Okay, and not just there. In other places in the Bible, it also tells you in the book of Acts that they were first called Christians in Antioch. Who was called Christians? The Israelites.
Right.
So these are the Israelites. So when the whole world is looking at this, you know, who do these people that's running around screaming and hide behind this false narrative of anti-Semitism?
Yep. It's a lot. When you look in the Blue Letter Ballot, look up Antioch, they tell you they basically tell you the place of Greek-speaking Jews.
Yeah. And when you want the history of Maccabees, it was the Israelites that called themselves Antiochians. You know, that's what it was. This was Israelites that became, like you said, Greek-speaking Jews and followed after Antiochians, man. They call themselves Antiochians.
Oh, here we
Antioch.
go. Salakia, somebody put up the name that they created. Iraq and Syria and Levant, ISIL. All right, so it's no longer Israeli in secret intelligence service. It's ISIL.
They said that before.
So I heard ISIL, but I never heard Iraq and Syria, because when the lady said it on the news, she didn't say this. She didn't say Iraq and Syria and Levant. She said the Islamic, the Syria is. She said the Islamic Syria, Iran something. That's what she said, and then said ISIS. So they're just it's all wordplay, man.
But just to land back on what the scripture the brothers were reading on beforehand, I'll call you back. I'm reading a live show. This is Acts 2:21, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahweh Shai of Nazareth, the man approved of God among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which God did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. When you look at all these scriptures, you'll see the Lord talking to the Israelites in Rome, the Israelites in Ephesus, the real Israelites in Corinth, the Israelites. Once we got scattered abroad, everywhere you see in the scriptures, he was talking to the Israelites scattered abroad. He was speaking to these motherfucking heathen nations, man.
You right. Can I land back?
That's the kind of wrap this last point. That's why he said, go into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Who was lost? So even JJ said it. If anybody lost, it's us.
That's right. You got to read the first part of the scripture again, because I was actually going to bring that out in another chapter. Go ahead.
Verse 21, Acts 2:21, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be saved. You men of Israel, hear these words.
Wait a minute. This is Acts 13. You through. This is Acts 13 and 26. It says, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham. Now, I'm going to go into the top of this after I read this, just to land back off the elder. It said, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham. Now, he's talking to the Gentiles. He said, and whomsoever among you.
Abraham.
It said, and whomsoever among you fears Yahweh, to you the word of salvation is sent. Now, when you go back up, this Acts 13 and 1, because that's 26. Now, when you read it, it says the first missionary journey. So this is the first time, like they formed the camp. This was the first camp. This is the first day they went to the line, basically.
First camp.
It says, in Acts 13 and 1, it says, now there were in the church that was at Antioch, going into what the brothers were just saying, certain prophets and teachers, Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Nigger, and Lucius of Cyrene and Manning, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul. So he said it right there at the church of Antioch. The elder Southside Mike just brought it out. The Greek-speaking Jews, one called nigger, and at the bottom of it, he said, "Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, to you, whomsoever amongst you call upon the name of the Lord."
Right, and the church
There you
called
go.
out, which are called out of Israel.
That's right.
That's the only way you can go find out who the called out, what that word ecclesia is by going
That's
back
right.
into the law. And the law is going to go back to Numbers, the 12th chapter, of when Moses' spirit was disseminated amongst the called out of the elders out from among the people. So if you go into these scriptures, you're cut. You go into the Bible, the doctrine, you're cut. That's why the Most High is tearing down the stronghold over Esau, Edom, Babylon the Great, over the whole planet. He said, "Surely you're turning the things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay."
Right.
All right, and he also said that he's going to destroy the covering cast upon the whole earth, man. So your covering is falling. You're being exposed. All the other nations are rising up against you. You're greatly despised, and you're going down, man.
Yeah, you know what, Elder Writer? You said that the scripture said he's going to destroy the covering cast over all nations, right? Isaiah, what's that, 25:7?
Mm-hmm.
Putin doing that is already solidified what we already talked about. The Hosea 1:10.
Got it.
Go ahead.
This is Hosea chapter
Spirit,
1,
bro.
verse 10. Get the number.
Like Elder Mama always say that, man. Other camps don't do this, man.
That's right. Yeah. It says
Niggas.
Hosea 1 and 10. It says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel
Yeah.
shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass."
That cut Esau's bullshit about you being minority right there, man.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Yeah. It says, "It shall come to pass that in the place."
That place talking about Babylon the Great, man. The truth came out of Harlem, USA, man.
America.
This is the main focus of the whole prophecy, man.
Mhm.
And we in this bitch.
That's right. It says that in the place where it was said unto them, "Ye are not my people."
It calls blacks, Latinos, Native Americans,
Africans.
man. They ain't who we are, man.
Look, it's if you African, you not, bro.
You Africans. Africans sold other Africans.
That
The
nigga
biggest
got
lie.
through my guy, man.
It says, "In the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people."
How is this being fulfilled with them small hatters?
Exactly, man.
Right.
According to them, they always knew who they was.
Exactly.
The whole
Right.
time.
Which makes them not fit prophecy. And
Exactly.
prophecy clearly tells you in multiple places that the Israelites would lose their heritage.
Exactly.
Right? They would be a falling away. They wouldn't know who they were. They got scattered. They would actually have to wake up. How is it that you already knew who you are?
Exactly.
But then the whole chapter almost of Ezekiel 37 is about awakening.
Right.
Right.
There's a great awakening, but we've always knew.
And you had to remember yourself.
And you had to remember
because it was
yourself.
taken from your remembrance according to Psalms 83.
So how the hell, Baruch? So yeah, it's madness, man.
Like you said. You know that guy that go. What's his name? The guy going around selling the King David. He be
Famous
Richard.
Yeah.
Famous Richard, yeah.
Yeah. So he went in there with the Amalekite Jews and stuff. He said, "Yeah, you know the blacks are the real." He said, "Oh, that's impossible. You got to go to your father's father." He cut himself right there because they usually teach you go by your mother's.
Yeah.
Right.
So their tongues fell upon himself. Psalms
He cut himself.
6:8. He cut himself. Then he said, "Oh." Then on top of that, the scripture, like you said, the scripture said that Israel shall fall and they shall forget themselves for a minute. So how you are the Israelites and you always knew who you was? That makes sense.
I'm still looking for
because they duck and dodge prophecy.
That's right.
These people don't like to deal with prophecy.
Yeah, this a cherry on top. He said, "And where's your side curls?" The scripture say, "None of them damn side curls."
He got curly hair. Famous Richard got curly hair because he an actual Israelite.
Exactly.
We don't need a side curl.
Right.
Where are your yokes of iron pictures? I'm still looking for the yokes of iron.
That's
I'm still looking for you on the registry of the slave ships. I want to see
How
any.
you on the registry when you own the ship?
Come on,
Right.
bro.
Right. Go ahead, brother. Finish that.
All right.
We gonna get ready to wrap it, brothers. Go
It
ahead.
says, "And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are."
They always say, "Oh, you're not the people." Where is fulfilled this prophecy right here?
Right here.
Right,
It
that's right.
says, "Ye are the sons of the living God."
And what's on the screen is evidence.
Huh.
So we're here, And they're saying we're not the people, but you got the receipts.
That's it.
You got the 800-year-old, 700-year-olds receipts that predate the Renaissance, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I appreciate that real quick.
bring it out, brother. We gonna wrap.
Isaiah 41:11.
Yeah.
Behold, all they that were incensed
Sorry,
against
10.
thee.
Sorry,
Okay, con.
10, bro.
Isaiah 41:10. Fear you not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish.
It is, man. So these people gonna perish for striving with us and for telling all these lies. It was so with that we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakodash, Kwam Yasharah.
You know what I'm about to say.
I wanted to say it, man.
Hold on.
Yes.
Turn them on. Turn those machines.
Yeah.